Hey guys, what's going on? Oh, let me get Noonie Bug up here. She wants to see y'all. Oh man, this dog is too much. This dog is too much. When she's good, but when she's bad, which is 95% of the time, she is bad. She's bad. Oh man. Got a little time before I have to go to work today. Wanted to make a video. I got something in the mail. Actually, it's been about a week and a half now, but it's just been busy and crazy, man. And but I've been constantly playing it in the truck, back into the work, playing it when I'm here at the house. Knew I was gonna love it when I got it. Came all the way from Romania. You guys probably guessed it. You hear it playing in the background. And that is the new Vorus. Yes, indeed. Uriel has blessed me by sending me this new release from the band. He entitled this one Desolate Eternities. Of course, that's Jan P. Whitney art there on the cover. There's the band on the back. Of course, Miss Karina does the bass work. Uriel there looking all death metal-y, does most of the composition and lead guitar work. He probably does the mix, mastering, recording, all that good stuff. Of course, there's Philip next to Miss Karina of Necrotum fame, doing the rhythm guitar work on here, which is spectacular. And my main man Doru there does the drums on the end with the Nile shirt on. Killer stuff. You hear it playing in the background. If you're even remotely a fan of old school death metal, you'll love this. There's the track listing on the back. You get almost 41.5 minutes of music, something like that on here. Active since 2017. This is the third full length. Several other releases, splits, demos, EPs, this, that, and other. Of course, these guys are Uriel and some of the other ones on here, especially just very active in other bands. Among those are Putrid, Reveler, Necorite, Morbicus, and of course Philip is doing his work with Necrotum, which is absolutely spectacular in its own right. So very talented group of folks over there in Romania playing old school death metal that we just love here in the States. Man, the only thing that could make this better was to finally, one day, we're going to get us some vinyl from these guys, and that's going to be even better. Would love to see this art in a blown up format. Good stuff. Thank you very much, Uriel. You know I appreciate it, brother. Always glad to get stuff from you. Always glad to hear new music from you, man. And Philip, keep it coming too, brother. We appreciate you. All right. I don't know if you guys are aware. I'm sure she's done chewed something up in the floor over there. I'll have to deal with that later. I'm sure you guys are aware. If you're not, you need to go over there and check it out. Nuclear War Now. Go over to their site. They're having that fundraiser. They're raising money for the new pressing plant, and having a sale there at the distro to help that cause out, amongst other things they're doing. But I picked up some stuff over there, and I want to show you a little of them. I want to show you a few of the things that I picked up. And I actually got one pickup on here from Iron Fortress that I want to show you guys. Got some other stuff I want to show y'all too, but I've been busy trying to do some contest entries and all that, doing our contest celebration. Actually, we're up to about 30 entries now, and still got a little over a week to go here, so I am really excited about this. The majority of these are video entries. There are a few commenters that have put in entries as well, which I'm very thankful for. Still looking for one of those first-time video makers, make a debut video on the old Metal Miners contest here, but hopefully that'll happen too. First and foremost, right out the bat, here's one that I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with. I have seen it in Distros and heard this band mentioned time and time again. This is RuneMagick from Sweden. The name of this release is Resurrection in Blood. Alex Herman actually did this art. The border around it with the skulls is by Kada Eldhexen. RuneMagick from Sweden. Death Doom is what they're classified as on Metal Archives. To be honest, this is the first release I own by these guys, and the only one that I've listened to for any time at all. I've sampled some other stuff, but this is the only one that I've spent any time with. Came with a booklet on the inside. If you look on Metal Archives, it shows this release as being a two-piece, and the two pieces being Nicholas, which done most of the work on this album, and he had a guest guitarist. But since then, and you'll see in this write-up here, if you pick you up a copy, he added a bassist and a full-time drummer, and this is what the band photo looked like for 2000. And this is actually a 2000 release. Came out, there's the cover art with some color to it. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Came out on Century Media on CD back in 2000, and this vinyl version is, I don't know if you can see that label there, but it is Nomad Snake Pit Productions, and this one come limited to 500 copies. I think 100 of them were black, maybe 100 red, and no, 200 red, and 200 came on a translucent or transparent green. I'm not sure I know what the difference between transparent and translucent is anyway, and really don't care. But these guys have been at it since 90s, and they've had breaks in between. At some point they changed the name and put a K on the end, so you may see it spelled RuneMagick, M-A-G-I-C. The later form of the band is M-A-G-I-C-K, but been this way since I see back, added a K from 97 forward. They had the K on there, so be a way to age your releases if you have some. But got a lot of stuff out, 13 full lengths, not to mention the other releases. This falls in at number 3 in their catalog, so got a lot of backtracking to do to check these guys out and hopefully pick up some more of it. Cool stuff. You get 11 tracks on this one, almost 48 minutes of music. Musically, it's heavy, it's kind of dark in its atmosphere, doomy, but not doom as you would think when you hear Death Doom nowadays mentioned. It's doomy, maybe like in the Black Sabbath of thinking of doom, but not to say this sounds like Black Sabbath, but mid-pace for the most part, guttural vocals, sprinkled in tempo pace changes that keeps it interesting. Great music. Glad to have finally picked up, catching up on these guys here. So that's RuneMagick, and it came on black vinyl with some pretty cool center labels there. So yeah, that's the NWN deal. Most of that stuff over there, I'm sure the sale's still running. I won't swear to it, but by the time you see this video, it may not be, but 25% off for the most part on stuff, and they already had good prices, so that's good stuff, man. Check it out if you have not. The next is a band from Australia that I have seen around, I have heard, I have sampled, I have had it in the basket, taken it out for whatever reason, and finally, because of this sale and because this is on NWN label, I picked up 3 releases from these guys. And the band I'm talking about is Australia's Star Gazers, and this one is a merging to the Boundless. Check out that art. That's crazy, ain't it? Santiago Caruso did that painting there. I don't know who did the additional art here on the back, but it comes in a cool gatefold. This is a 2014 release on NWN. This one fell in number 3 in their full lengths, the latest being in 2021 to make a total of 4 full lengths, but just can't get over that art, man. Australian band, like I say, it's classified as avant-garde, blackened death metal, which I would say is a good class for them to be put into. A 3-piece for the most part, pretty well the entirety of their career from what I can tell. You get 7 tracks on this one, almost 38 minutes of music. No inner on this one. Active since '95. These guys have been around for a while. Spectacular musicianship. I'm sure most of you guys are not, maybe most, but a lot more than I would probably. I'm late to the party is what I'm trying to say. Excellent musicianship on here. Just, you can tell these guys know how to play their instruments. Progressive without going outside the boundaries of what I like. Technical without jumping the fence and going into this crazy stuff, but great variety on here. Spectacular band. It when I say it's progressive and it's technical, it's doing all that, but it still holds to what I would classify as death metal with a blackened edge. So if you like that kind of stuff, and I'm sure you will, Star Gazer is the band for you. So I was able to pick that one up. It came with, let's see here, on a greenish, orangey, like merge. I don't know what you would call that, but pretty cool, man. I'm just glad to get a copy. But that's on the NWN label, so hopefully they could make a little bit more money off of that one than if it was on something else. While I was there, I picked up their 23 release, their latest release, which is an EP called Bound by Spells, and the cover of it looks like that. And still a 3-piece. There's the back cover, and there's the NWN logo right there. Of course, you see you get 3 tracks on here. Still the 3 members. This is a quick listen, about 18 minutes. But super cool stuff. Come with a pretty cool booklet on the inside here. Got some spectacular art. I guess I should have did a little bit more note taking on this so I could tell y'all a little bit about this art. Man, that's one thing I love about vinyl. I just love to get this art and these full size inserts and all. But this is their latest release, and it's an EP. Let's see, it's coming in these bags with these things on it. This one came on a colored vinyl too. Kind of a pea green, not pea as in urine, pea as in vegetable. Good stuff, man. And the only other Star Gazer they had in stock, I went ahead and picked it up too since they were having that sale, and I'm a sucker for a sale, was their latest full-length release. This will be their 4th full-length, I'm pretty sure. And the name of this one is Secretions. It's got a glossy black and chrome cover, so I don't know if you can see that. Still the same 3 members. You get 8 tracks on this one. This one came out in 2021. Nuclear War also. I don't know what this dog's eating over here. Put that down. Let me put that down. That's a crazy dog, man. That is a crazy dog. You hear me? This one come on black. But still some holes to fill in this discography. As sure as I find them at a reasonable price, I'll fill them up. But Star Gazer, if you haven't heard of this band, I'm sure folks in Australia are proud to claim these guys superb, absolutely superb. And the last thing I want to show you guys actually came from an Iron Fortress order from a few weeks back. Got several things from them, but some of it has just been shown to death, and I don't buy stuff just to show it, man. I just want to show y'all something that I think you might enjoy that everybody and their brother hadn't already shown that week. But this one I kind of stumbled on. I seen Burial, and I knew it wasn't the Burial that I was thinking about because the logo was different. But sometimes you never can tell, so I sampled it, and man, this is killer stuff. This is Burial from the Netherlands, and this is their 1992 demo called Frigid Cold. This was actually independently released in '92. There's that same art, but a lot darker. It says cover design by Jay Verdun, but it won't really actually say that he did this art. I'm assuming that he did, but this is a 2020 vinyl issue of this release on Raw Skull Records, and when I seen it was Raw Skull, I really got interested because I've never heard a Raw Skull release that I didn't enjoy, man. They bring the good stuff, you know what I mean? So, Burial from the Netherlands, great stuff. A 4-piece on here. You get 4 tracks, 23 minutes of music. There's the track listing right there. Check out that art. Absolutely killer, isn't it? Active from 91 to 94. They took a break, came back in 01 to 13, took another break, and back active in 15, and still showing active today. But this was their 92 demo. They had a full length in 93 and another demo in 2006, but other than that, pretty quiet. As for this one, muddy demo production, as you would I actually hope for it, but actually you would expect from 1992. The drums, especially the kicks, are real forward in the mix and kind of dominate the sound. It's heavy in the bottom end is what I'm trying to say. Growly, guttural vocals, just great stuff. Mid-pace probably for the most part, but cool stuff if you haven't heard of Burial. There's several bands with that name, Burial, but this is Burial from the Netherlands, and on Raw Skull Records. Found this one at Iron Fortress. Somehow, the guy at Iron Fortress, man, he uncovers stuff and digs stuff up and imports stuff here to the States that some of the other distros just don't have for whatever reason. I think he must actively pursue that, but I'm sure glad he does, and doing that all the while keeping the price down so us mere peasants can afford it, man, to own it on physical format. So there you go. That's all I got for you guys. Let's see, the day is the 9th. I think we're going to wind the contest up on the 16th, I think is what I said. I'll have to go back and look, but be sure to get your entries in. If I have not responded to your entry, be sure to hit me up on my email and say, hey man, what's the deal, because I want to make sure I get everybody entered that actually puts in an entry. The email is metalminersmusic@gmail.com. You can always hit me up there to ask any questions or say what's up, man, or go jump in the lake or whatever you want to do. Check that out, man. I just love that as I was putting it away. But come join in, especially you guys that have never made a video and been thinking about jumping in the YouTube metal video making vinyl community network of friends and family. We would love to have you, and there's no greater time than now. That will enter you 3 times for the $100 drawing, and $100 nowadays will probably get you almost 5 records at NWN if that sale keeps going on. So live here in the States and don't have to pay that astronomical shipping. That'll be great. If you live overseas, you get the money in your hand via PayPal or however I need to get it to you, and you can get what you want to get with it overseas and won't have to pay shipping if you want to get it local. But thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for supporting us, and I appreciate y'all, man. See ya. Thank you, Uriel.